What a guan. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. If you had a once in a lifetime opportunity to wear a famous piece of clothing, but it required extreme weight loss for you to fit into that clothing and risk your health, would you do it? Would it be worth it? Let's find out.
Kim Kardashian dropped 16 pounds to fit in Marilyn Monroe's dress, and the world, they shit on her. What's wrong with you, Kim Kardashian? And it's like, people, she's being open and honest, telling you exactly what she had to do to fit in that dress, the suffering that it took, the fact that she had to cut out sugar, carbs, starve herself, exercise twice a day, wearing sauna suits, and in particular, Lili Reinhart, she's had enough. Kim Kardashian, you're not a good person because you dropped a bunch of weight to fit in that dress. Really? How is it different than any UFC fighter, powerlifter, boxer, or movie star who drops a significant amount of weight in a short period of time because they have to?
Well, two wrongs don't make a right. If it's unhealthy, it's unhealthy. Extreme weight loss is unhealthy in all scenarios. That's why it's called extreme, right? She only did it for 3 weeks, but it's still extreme. It's still extreme and it's still unhealthy. So I usually agree with Greg on pretty much everything, but I'm going to disagree with him there.
And so if you don't know the story, Kim Kardashian was invited to the Met Gala, huge fashion event, one of the biggest in the world. She wanted to wear a multi-million-dollar dress, once in a lifetime opportunity, worn by Marilyn Monroe. Hey, happy birthday, Mr. President. You all know that one. And she thought, Marilyn Monroe, she's pretty curvy. I'm probably going to fit in that dress. She tried the dress on, wouldn't fit. Had to drop 16 pounds under a month to fit into that dress. How many of you are married and went on a crash diet to fit in your wedding dress? And so Lili Reinhart was quoted as saying, to walk on a red carpet and do an interview where you say how starving you are because you haven't eaten carbs in the last month, all to fit in a cookbook dress? Reinhart, 25, wrote on her Instagram story per Reddit on May 3rd, so wrong, so cookbook on hundreds of levels. To openly admit to starving yourself for the sake of the Met Gala when you know very well that millions of young men and women are looking up to you and listening to your every word. The ignorance is otherworldly disgusting. So is it better to just lie? To pretend? Oh yeah, I just fit in the dress. I didn't have to diet. Probably just ate ice cream all the time. I ate whatever I wanted. So is it better for her to lie and say, oh yeah, this was easy, I just fit into the dress? Or is it better for her to admit that she was crying because she didn't fit into the dress?
Well, this is slightly tricky, but to me, either she should have kept it to herself, what she did, just not say anything, or she did, which she did do, she should make it very, very clear that this is unhealthy. Because she has over 300 million Instagram followers. 300 million. That is a ton of people, right? 10%. Hell, if only 1% of the people saw that and follow her, that's a heck of a lot of people. That's 3 million people, right? Doing something that's clearly unhealthy. She's a role model, whether she wants to or not. And people, the typical person doesn't know anything about health and nutrition. They may think what she did is normal. They may not even know it's dangerous. She's like, well, she did it. She's being praised for it. Yeah, I can starve myself and fit into this dress as well. Maybe they don't lose 18 pounds. Maybe they lose 30. That's even worse, right? So there's definitely a difference there.
She was devastated, sad, and had to starve herself, suffer. She explained, I was starving to get into this dress. So the millions of people listening, this is the message they hear. It's freaking shit ton of work to get into that dress. It's hard. It's not.
Well, again, I think he may be exaggerating the message people are getting. I don't think most people are going to think it's super hard. I need to work out super hard. They're just hearing, I need to starve. I think that's what a lot of ladies are going to be hearing when they hear this story. Then they're going to be thinking gym. They're going to be thinking restricted diet, which is already a problem for many ladies. Eating well below 1,000 calories, starving themselves, trying to lose weight. Because a lot of people don't know what they're doing when it comes to dieting.
Not easy. You can't expect to just fit into whatever clothes you want. And so she starved herself to get into this dress, didn't do so in a healthy fashion, doesn't pretend it was healthy, and
though she doesn't pretend it was healthy, she doesn't say it was unhealthy. And again, silence is simply implying that it's healthy, which is problematic because, again, the typical person has no clue about calories in, calories out, or the laws of thermodynamics, right? Homer knows more about the laws of thermodynamics than most people.
In this house, we obey the laws of thermodynamics.
Exactly.
not suggest everyone else go and try it. In comparison, we have The Rock, who's over 50 years of age, abusing PDs. We think he is. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's natural in some parallel universe. You can look like that in your 50s natural. Is it better to be The Rock and keep it secret while these millions of fans watch The Rock looking like a freak with six-pack abs, muscles everywhere?
The Rock also has over 300 million subscribers. Over 300 million. It's a hell of a lot of subscribers on Instagram, followers, whatever.
And thinking, wow, I can do that natural. When they can't. And so when they try and get disappointed, they feel inferior. What is wrong with me? Why can't I look anything like The Rock? If The Rock came out and said, hey everyone, I abuse PDs, probably going to shorten my life by 20 years to look like this. Don't do this. Do not copy me. Would that not be the better message?
Now, if The Rock did allegedly do these things, right, then obviously that would be the better message. He has a very good point here. Because there are a ton of guys out there trying to look like The Rock or some of these other people. And yeah, they either don't have the genetics, the whatever, the special supplements, whatever. They can't look like him. That's just the way it is. So I agree 100% with Greg here on this. Of course, I doubt The Rock cares what either Greg or I think.
Doesn't matter what you think.
Transparent. In today's world, we love honesty. We want our celebrities to tell us everything. We want the inside scoop into their lives. And when they give it to us, we shit on them. How dare us, we, the people, the society, how dare we criticize people for being honest and telling us the truth?
I'm going to disagree with Greg again. It's probably the most I've ever disagreed with Greg. It's criticizing somebody is fine. It's constructive criticism. I don't think people are saying she should have lied about anything. The problem is she did something that's unhealthy, clearly, extreme weight loss, and it's now broadcast as almost like a positive in that it allowed her to fit into this dress. And when you see these pictures, you're going to think, man, she looks fine as hell. And that's what she did. She starved herself. Well, hell, I'll starve myself too. And I'll look hot too. That's potentially a message because she has not come out clearly to say, do not do this. Do not follow me. Although, of course, a lot of people would follow her anyway, but not even that has been done. That's the problem. Her trainer subsequently come out to defend the methodology they use, the starvation methodology, starving, working out, going to the sauna. So you have an official expert saying, nope, what we did was fine. So again, more people are going to follow this nonsense. It is what it is.
I'm on Kim Kardashian's side. Not that I think everyone should starve themselves to fit into these dresses. I don't believe that body positivity has gone out the window because Kim has struggled to fit into a dress, that she's gone to extreme measures to drop the weight. And you might be thinking, well, why not just alter the dress? The dress is over 50 years old. It's not something you could just tweak here, add some stitches and so on. It's worth millions of dollars. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you were given that same opportunity and said, hey, do you want to go to the Met Gala? Wear Marilyn Monroe's dress. Oh, but you can't fit in. You're going to have to drop 15, 16 pounds, 3 weeks, crash diet. Would you do it? Oh,
I think a lot of you guys would. Let me know in the chat if you would or would not do it. I know a lot of you guys would.
no, my morals are so big, I will refuse to diet because it's bad. I refuse to do this. I don't care. How many people would actually refuse this opportunity? An opportunity of a lifetime. And no, it's not healthy. But since when is half the things we do on this planet healthy? If Kim Kardashian were to drink alcohol and say, hey, everyone, I drank 2 bottles of wine today. Should she be shunned? Should people make fun of her, tease her, say she's a horrible human being for admitting that she drank alcohol? Should she lie? No, I'm sober. I never drink alcohol. I never smoke a cigarette. I never do anything bad ever. So isn't it funny how when men and women lose a shit ton of weight, more than 16 pounds in one day, not 3 weeks or a month, we praise them. Oh, Conor McGregor, great job dropping all that weight to make weight. Oh, Patty Paddington, wow, you cut all that weight, you gained 47 pounds in just over a week after. But we love you. You won that fight.
This is very true. Extreme weight loss is what's always celebrated. You lost 100 pounds, 200 pounds, whatever. Biggest Loser shows, of course, as the studies have shown on this channel before, most of these people gain it back and then some. So they go from 300-400 pounds down and they end up even fatter than they started, which is crazy. Yes, we love the super duper extreme weight loss. Most of the time it's unhealthy because it's usually not done over several years or many years. Maybe it's done 1 year, 2 years, but it's extreme, very unhealthy.
You made that weight. You're a champion. You suffered. You went into the sauna. You sweat for days trying to make weight. Or do we praise them? Yet Kim Kardashian is being shit on for being open and honest and telling you exactly what she did, the struggles, the turmoil to get into the Marilyn Monroe dress.
I don't think that she's been hammered because of what she did. She's been hammered because it's sending a wrong message. Terrible message. Imagine if she gained back the 18 pounds in 3 weeks. What did it be? Some kind of body positivity type stuff? Just kidding here. She did talk about after the show, she's going to go binging on, I don't know, it was donuts or something like that. But clearly she's going to put back on a lot of this weight. That was obvious in her statement, which again sends a terrible message. Whether it's people with eating disorders or what have you.
It was such a challenge. It was like a roll. I was determined to fit it. How is that bad? Not healthy, but she took it as...
What? How is that bad? Not healthy? What? I think Greg just answered his own question. How is that bad? Because he said it's unhealthy. That's how it's bad.
As a challenge, I am going to do this. How is that different when you make weight for powerlifting? How is it different when you say, I'm going to run 100 miles double ultra marathon? When I'm going to do an Ironman, is it healthy to go and run for 20 hours straight? If anything, it promotes it. It says, don't try this at home. Even the great Kim Kardashian with millions of dollars, over 300 million subs, still has to suffer to fit into these dresses. So when you also can't fit into these dresses, maybe you're also going to feel a bit more normal.
I think Greg is severely underestimating the mental strength of ladies. I think he's thinking, oh yeah, they'll just work out or whatever. No. There are a hell of a lot of women out there who can very determinedly starve themselves to lose weight. Very determinedly, very consistently. I think he's underestimating this. And then they crush their metabolism. Then they don't even feel hungry anymore. Surviving on 800 calories, 500 calories, 600 calories a day. And this is real. This is not made up stuff. This is very, very real.
When your most famous celebrities have to go through the same shit to fit into the dress. I always thought she was extremely curvy. I imagine I might be smaller in some places where she was bigger and bigger in places where she was smaller. So when it didn't fit me, I wanted to cry because it can't be altered at all. She's curvy in all the special stages, probably took fat out in some spots and injected in other spots. I don't know, I don't have proof. But I believe Kim Kardashian's body was made in a surgical room on top of the strict dieting and so on that she has to do. Personally believe that her body is not totally natural in that it had some cosmetic surgery done to enhance her appearance. I would wear a sauna suit twice a day, run on the treadmill, completely cut out all sugar and all carbs. And I just ate the cleanest veggies and protein, she said.
Now, some of that is good. Pretty much all of that is good, except the working out twice a day thing. Because when you severely restrict your calories and you dramatically increase how hard you're working out, stressing out your body, Just putting a lot of stress in with stressing out your heart, your other internal organs. That's no bueno at all. Stressing out your body. Cortisol levels could spike up. with the starvation thing, she could lose muscle mass. It's very difficult to get muscle, as you guys know. Very difficult to get muscle. Muscle is metabolic currency.
I didn't starve myself, but I was so strict. And so she doesn't even lose the weight properly. Do you really think you need to sweat twice a day in a sauna suit while running?
But this is the point. Most people don't know. And she actually had a trainer. Can you imagine how clueless people are without a trainer are? Yes, they will do all kind of craziness. Sauna suits, cabbage diets, whatever that stupid diet is called, cabbage whatever diet, all sorts of other mumbo jumbo nonsense, magical weight loss teas, etc., etc. All of these things, they're all some form of starvation diet. It'll severely cut calories. The scale goes down. People are happy. Usually the ladies these things target. Then they just get back fat again, except they're worse off because they lose some muscle, but all the weight they gain is 100% fat. So again, it's no bueno.
That somehow burns more calories? Of course not. I can understand wearing the sauna suit the day before or the day of the event to rid yourself of the last bit of water. This is what people do making weight for powerlifting. Kim Kardashian does not know about Coach Greg's methods. She didn't know she could have dropped the weight a lot easier with a lot less difficulty. So she did the best that she could to lose the weight in a short period of time. Kardashian revealed that the plan worked. The dress ended up fitting her just in time for the event. I wanted to cry tears of joy when it went up. And so Reinhart has publicly opened up about her own mental struggles with her weight.
This is another problem. What kind of message is this sending to people who have, again, eating disorders, right? Wouldn't surprise me if some of her fans are people with eating disorders. Following her, she's beautiful, she's glamorous, she's famous. Oh, I want to look like her. And oh, look, she's starving. And I'm starving. I want to keep starving more. No.
She doesn't love her body. Does that sound odd? How many people can relate to that? Most people don't love the look of their bodies. And so she believes that Kim Kardashian's going to ruin it for everyone by openly admitting what she had to do. I simply think that honesty is always the best policy.
I agree, honesty is the best policy, but you also need to put a disclaimer there, right? Saying, hey, this is what I did. Don't do it. It's very unhealthy. And she did it under the supervision of a professional trainer. And I'm sure that guy wasn't cheap.
When in doubt, be honest. And so to criticize Kim Kardashian for being honest about her struggles, I personally think that is simply not fair. Perhaps you disagree with me. Perhaps you're on Reinhart's side. I'm not saying I'm right. This is what I believe, what I feel. I think that if celebrities came clean and said the struggles mentally, physically, what they're actually doing to look the way they do, I think that would help so many more people.
That I agree with. I agree people should say what they're doing because there are a lot of people out there, they're under the wrong impression as what their favorite celebrities are doing to look the way they look. And they think by doing certain things they can, and they really can't. So they're wasting their time and they're wasting their money and they're frustrated and they're disappointed. Vicious combination there.
To say, I take these PDs, I diet this way, I don't drink water for 2 days, whatever they're doing to look the way they're doing. I Photoshop this, I have 1,000 photos, I pick the best one, the best angles, the best lighting. People see that and realize, wow, they go through all of that for one photo? No wonder I don't look as good as them. I believe if they were more honest, the world would be a better place. The more honest that people could be, the better.
I agree 100% there with that. So I'm curious to know, I'm going to drop the link to the show. You guys can, anybody wants to call in and discuss this. Let's see what we got going on in the comments. Hello, skincare do's and don'ts. Welcome to the show. Hey, D.I. Grifton, Igwe's daughter, positive therapist. Welcome, welcome. Hey, got a super chat from Tamika. Hey, Tamika. Tamika says, Kim K's response to all the backlash was that she celebrated with beer, pizza, and other carbs after the event, promoting binging after the fact. Not good either. Exactly. And thanks so much for the super chat. I appreciate every dollar you guys give me. Thank you. I know it's hard-earned money. Yours or somebody else's? Skincare do's and don'ts. Thank you for the super chat. So much left here for her followers and admirers to read between the lines in regard to weight loss and diet. Yep, that's the problem. They're going to read between the lines, and they don't have any professionals guiding them. So they're going to All kind of craziness. Hello, Maria, really people. Hey, welcome to the show. Maria says, I agrees with you. She's wrong for not saying that she only did it for this one instance and she doesn't recommend doing this. I agree. I would do it for a chance to wear Marilyn Monroe's dress. Yeah, I think a lot of people would too. One of the interesting things, didn't have it in this shot, or maybe I missed it, where there's a picture of both her and Marilyn Monroe. Now, Kim Kardashian is obviously very pretty, fit body, etc., etc. But she needed to lose 16 pounds to fit in Marilyn Monroe's dress. And Marilyn Monroe was considered curvy back in the day. It just shows you how the body types have changed, right? Marilyn Monroe was not considered skinny back then, but a fit person today can't fit in her clothing. That's problematic, right? Many guys can't fit into their dad's suits at the same age. You know, a guy that's 30 can't fit into his dad's suit when his dad was 30, or his dad's clothing. Similar for ladies, they can't fit in their mom's wedding dress, even if the mom is older than they are at the time. Everybody's gotten bigger, which is not good. Not good for your health at all. Not good for your aesthetics, the way you look. Not good for your mental headspace. Not good for your health, man. It makes everything go up. Risk of diabetes, cardiovascular disease, you know, heart disease, all these kinds of things. No bueno at all. So let's see. Maria goes on to say she should have said that she did it for an opportunity to wear the dress, but she wouldn't recommend this for anyone and that she consulted with a doctor about it. I agree, except I don't think she consulted with a doctor about it. She had a trainer, but they didn't mention anything about a doctor. I'm pretty sure a doctor would tell her that that is not recommended. Let's see. Igwe's daughter says he's a bodybuilder and former steroid user. Are we surprised he's defending her fortitude and willpower to do an unhealthy thing to accomplish physique for a show? Nope. That's a great point. That's a great point. Because this is the first time I've disagreed with him so much. I pretty much agree with him 99% of the time. I agree. This is, yeah, that's a very interesting point you raised. Very interesting point. Hey, Sec Amethyst. Hey, how it goes? It peace, as you would say. Let's see. Yeah, hit that like button. I'm always forgetting to ask for this. Hit that like button. Likes are free, so hit the like button. Let's see. Hey, Needs Watches. Salute to the chat. Needs Watches has a pretty cool YouTube channel. Check it out. Check it out. Guys or girls, if you like watches, exotic watches, nice watches, cool watches, check out his channel. Very entertaining and educational. And even if you don't like watches, it's entertaining. He has a chill vibe going on over there. Very relaxed. Let's see. Missing anything else here? Maria Really People says, I love cabbage soup, not as that, just love it. Yeah, I've eaten cabbage before. Not a huge fan of cabbage. But yeah, that soup diet business is just nonsense. All of those diets are nonsense, to be honest. Doesn't matter what they call it. Every couple months, couple of years, they come up with a new version of these diets, basically. They just change the wording, but they're all severe calorie restrictive type diets. That's their catch. Let's see what else we got going on. D.I. Grifter with a super chat. Thank you so much. D.I. Grifter says, it wasn't a good look by Kim. Worst look on her personal trainer saying it wasn't healthy. Also, I don't know why she's so surprised that she couldn't fit her enhanced hips and posterior alone. You know, I was thinking about that, but it's not only that, right? It's not only that. She literally just had to lose weight. It's not only her alleged BBL or whatever, right? It's not only that. It's everything else. People are just physically smaller back then. They're just a heck of a lot smaller. I don't even know what her height and weight is, but I'm pretty sure height and weight wise, adjusted, definitely going to be bigger than Marilyn Monroe. People are just bigger today. Like I said, people can't fit into their parents' clothes from back in the day. And the personal trainer, maybe you mistyped, you said saying it wasn't healthy. Well, I'm not sure if he said it wasn't healthy, but for sure he defended what she did. That much I'm pretty sure of. That wasn't. Okay, that it was. All right, got it. Maria was back with another comment. I think women have so much body dysmorphia, any which way that it's a disservice that she put it out there without a disclaimer. It's going to cause a lot of damage for young girls. Exactly. This is where Greg missed the boat big time. He really underestimates this whole body dysmorphia thing with ladies, and he severely underestimates how women will just try to emulate this lady. It's a similar thing with the men, except the guys claim to all be natural, so the other guys trying to emulate them are trying it be natural. They don't look like the guy, but they're not doing anything too crazy. Where when a hot woman comes with and say, hey, you want to look hot like me? You just need to starve yourself. Anybody can do that, right? You don't need any pharmaceutical drugs for that. You just starve. Just don't eat. Just don't eat. Hey, Mario Marshall, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm going to drop the link again in case anybody wants to call in. Just making sure, double checking, I have not missed anything. I did. Skincare Do's and Don'ts says, admitting to starving yourself to fit an address inadvertently sends a message that starvation is the quickest way to drop weight. Yep. And those things are unfortunately very, very popular. Whether it's starvation diet or cleanses, those are other popular things, unfortunately. Let's see what else we got going on here. Anything else? Skincare does not also the increased risk for eating disorders. Yes, this is true. Maria Really People says, like Latasha, agreed. I've gained a lot of weight lately, but I know that for me to lose it, I need to exercise and start eating right. Put the eating right in front of the exercise, because it's all about eating right. All about eating right. I don't care if you have the greatest workout program in the world. If your nutrition is off, not going to happen. If you have a good nutrition and you just walk, you'll lose weight. That just shows you the power of nutrition. It's all about nutrition. If you fail in the kitchen, you fail totally, right? It's all about the that. It's like 80% that. Hell, maybe it's 90% that. It's all about the that. Can't get away from the that thing. See, anybody else? Any other chats? Nope, I don't see any other chats here. All right. Well, nobody's calling in, and I think we've covered pretty much everything. So, later's my massive. Me a go long now. For those who don't speak Jamaican patois, that is goodbye, my people. Peace.